back, everybody, to another segment of 120 Seconds. As always, I am Stockwell. This is the last Gathering of the Juggalos 2024 artist interview. It was a sit-down with Matt Foy. Matt Foy played the Martian stage last year, and this year he played Ship of Fools stage. Matt Foy is a classic, old-school hip-hop dude. Everything about him just exudes classic, old-school hip-hop to include his music. So, again, I feel like this is a really good sit-down. I would consider Matt Foy and I friends. And, again, a lot of this part of this interview is kind of just two friends talking, to be dead honest with you. But I don't mind that. So hopefully you don't either. Hopefully you gain some enjoyment out of watching it. And as always, I will put links that you can click on below to more of his music, and you can find out more about him. So once again, the last Gathering of the Juggalos 2024 interview, and this really happened at like 1:30, 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m., something like that, after the Red show on the main stage. So this was for real, the waning hours of the Gathering. After this interview, I went to bed and called my Gathering complete, woke up the next morning, helped clean the camper, and drove my ass back to Illinois. So I really, really appreciate everyone checking these out. If you noticed initially that I said I had 17 interviews, I did. One got lost in the mix involving some sound and stuff, and I'm going to make it up to that guy. He knows about it, and we will knock that out, and I'll get that one posted here in the next few days, hopefully. So once again, I really appreciate everybody checking these out. This is Matt Foy. Thanks. All right, welcome back, everybody, to another segment of 120 Seconds. As always, I'm Stockwell. To preface this, it is roughly.
Hi guys.
It is roughly 2 a.m. on the last night of the Gathering. Exhausted is the first word that comes to my mind. Excited, ready to fucking go home, all that stuff. But I have one more interview to do, and it's with my good friend Matt Foy. Matt Foy has played the last two Gatherings.
Yeah, last two.
I brought him to the stage last year. We'll touch on that a little bit, but as always, when I interview artists that most people don't know, unless your name is Isham or Tupac or whatever, I kind of make people say who they are. So, given that my segment is called 120 Seconds, I usually try to give artists 120 seconds to explain to the people, somebody who's never heard of them, who they are, what they do. So,
all right. So my name is Matt Foy. I do more like I'd say like an old school hip hop sound. You know what I'm saying? I would be what you call a juggalo that is a rapper, not a juggalo rapper.
That's fucking hilarious because I say that all the time on my show. Yeah.
There's a difference there.
100%.
But I used to do a lot of shows with like Wu-Tang affiliates and stuff like that up in Detroit. My dude Bronze Nazareth and them cats. And I've always been down doing juggalo stuff, but now I've been blessed enough to be put on the stage and be more of a part of the scene here. So I don't know, that's about who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. And this is not a question. I'm just giving props. Matt Foy does a fucking gigantic amount of work behind the scenes here to make the Gathering of the Juggalos a thing.
I do.
And we're not going to get into it all, but I'm telling you, this man busts his fucking ass. He gets here 3 or 4 days before you do. And
Yep.
we just had this conversation before the camera started rolling. He's going to be here an extra 2 days.
Maybe 2 days, yeah. I got here Saturday. I went to Detroit Friday, drove down Saturday with the guys.
Yeah. Right. So just giving props to somebody I know.
Well, I appreciate it. We do it for you. Just know that. We do it for you.
As you know, I'm a part of it, but like my role is so much smaller.
Yeah.
And to see, like with Scotty and you, like y'all.
We don't stop.
Y'all fucking killing yourselves.
We don't stop.
I wouldn't do it. I would for me. It's not worth coming to the Gathering if that's my fucking Gathering. But whatever. I got a nice little niche thing that I got for myself.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So when I did introduce you to the stage last year, I did the Looks Like a Job for. Because I was comparing you to Big Daddy Kane, and apparently only Rob and you got the reference.
Right, yeah. Because Rob loves Big Daddy.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know it. But when, like, later in October, he was like, mentioned it. Like, oh, you had a pretty good thing there for Matt Foy. And I was like,
man, so that's my motherfucker.
Yeah, so I compared you to Big Daddy Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that that's accurate? And if not, then who would maybe...
I think that's real accurate. And sometimes, like when Rakim was playing this year, I was telling somebody, sometimes I fall into that that spot where it's like maybe it's too monotonous, kind of like how Rakim is, but the
He
bars
can
are
be,
there.
right,
If the
yeah.
bars are there, it's
Yeah.
like I think once you start concentrating so much on the bars, sometimes you forget how to express it to
Mhm.
really draw people in sometimes. So I've really been working on that, which I think my last album showed that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, and so it's again, it really kind of leads me to my next thing because I
Yeah.
definitely you can see it's written down. I definitely say that you have more of a classic East Coast hip hop feel. I mean, it's what you do.
Yeah.
So I mean, overall influences. You talked about Rakim, talked about Big Daddy Kane.
My favorite rapper is Esham, and it really blows a lot of people away because
Uh-huh.
if you listen to what I do, you wouldn't expect that. But
Right.
to me, like Esham's like the Frank Zappa of hip hop.
Yeah.
So I've got so much fucking respect for that cat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Again, this is something I've said a lot. People, if people for real tune in and watch all these,
Yeah.
they're gonna hear me say this a lot. But I think Closed Casket is the greatest album of all time of any kind.
Yeah, dude, come on, son. Yeah, this
yeah,
shit's fucking super.
That is my. And again, it was like, after figuring out about XP and it just, the things turning into what they were.
Yeah.
And then I heard Closed Casket. That was the first Esham CD I bought.
Dude.
So
it's like a front to back banger, bro.
Oh my god! Right?
Yeah. And
right.
The production's like it reminds me of like some old Dr. Dre shit.
Dude, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And so when I heard the Wicked Shit'll Never Die right out the gate.
The Wicked Shit'll Never
won. Like I was like that's who they stole this from. Like right, like I was,
dude, yeah.
Like I love ICP, but they stole this shit from that dude. Like, oh my god. So yeah, that Closed Cat. It's
they give him props though.
I know.
Unlike other people that steal so much shit, they're like, look.
I'm not talking shit about it.
No, I didn't take it as such at all.
Yeah, it's like I said, that to me, like, he is the most important part of all of this.
Imagine,
and I've told him that to his face on more than one occasion.
Yeah, man.
Like, without you, none of this is a thing. I told him that at the Peoria gathering.
So that's real life right there.
Yeah.
No pun intended. You know what I mean? Like.
So that's funny. Yeah. That's a nice little segue. So
yeah.
Because what I said is, if influence, and I said, who else have you tried to emulate, or just who inspires you? So
dude, yeah, Esham all day.
Okay,
all day.
Okay, so favorite Esham CD, I might as well
Closed Casket.
Closed Casket.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Like that shit stays like almost on repeat when I go running in the morning and shit. I listen to Esham.
Right. All right. Now, if you were to pick a number 2, where do you go?
Ah, man, I don't know. Honestly, somebody like Black Thought.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I mean, bar for bar, you gotta be hard pressed to find anybody that's doper than Black Thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Esham and Black Thought are my favorite rappers.
Right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
funny. That's funny. And those that don't know, Black Thought is in Roots, but he's also solo. Yeah. He's amazing. He is an articulate MC. That's yeah. Actually, like, I prefer listening to the Roots for exactly what you just said before. Mm-hmm. Listen to his shit. Sometimes it gets a little bit monotonous.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You do all of your own production.
Yeah.
Plus you sell beats.
Well, I sometimes sell beats.
Okay, that's kind of where I was going.
I'm pretty stingy with my beats, to be honest.
Okay, because I remember when you had like the mattfoy.com and you were selling beats, right?
See, no, I never promoted myself as a beat seller.
Oh, okay.
Because my thing with that is it's like...
Didn't you have beats for sale? Like,
nah, I fuck with cats and give we work on some stuff like that.
Maybe I'm misremembering it wrong. Yeah.
I don't want to sell some whack rapper a dope beat and then have to stand beside him.
Okay.
I'm not stingy about my shit, unfortunately. I have that much, I don't know what you call that.
Okay. All right, so again, I just kind of, like the kind of classic, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest sort of sound.
Yeah, very simple based.
Yeah, okay. And then, now we get kind of more into the canned questions to kind of finish things out.
Yeah,
so what was the last project?
The last project was dope.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, and I think that's more of like a East Coast album. Some of the production's a little bit.
Okay, that's the one I have, right?
Yeah, so that's the one you got. Yeah. I would say that it's definitely more of an East Coast vibe, more of a, or not even necessarily East Coast, but more of like a classic hip hop track.
Yeah. Okay.
Or album, whatever.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And then how long ago was that then?
I put that out in April last year.
Okay.
So I've been spending the last year or so just working more on the production for my next project, and I've got some beats from other people that are going to be on it as well, and I got some features lined up and stuff.
Okay.
Excuse me, but yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, so that you just talked about it, like for your next project. What are you thinking? Or are you just kind of in the fledgling, not really even?
Well, I got a lot of it concreted in the sense of like I know exactly where I'm going to go with it. I spend a lot of time, like I said, working on the production and writing and shit, just really trying to build up content. Not even like how a lot of cats are like, I gotta put all these YouTube videos out for content, but like just in the sense of like literal content. I'm trying to build up these songs and see what comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, and then we'll just kind of do the plug your socials and give the shout outs. All right, yeah. Where can people find more about Matt Foy?
It's down right now, but by the time this interview comes out, hopefully
it'll be at least 2 weeks, man. I
got
a real life job, and you are I'm gonna literally put them out in the order that I did them.
Dope. So yeah, maybe the finale.
I'm hoping you'll just see the progression of the wear on my face.
Right. Yeah. You go from like white to pink to red to like red pop red. Yeah.
So mattfoy.com.
Yeah, mattfoy.com. That should give you all the links.
I'll hopefully put on the screen.
Okay, word. Instagram is Matt Foy Music. Facebook's Matt Foy Makes Music. I can't remember I think Twitter's just Matt Foy Music.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not really good at keeping up with Twitter though. I won't front on that.
Me neither. I have a Twitter, but I don't really.
It's like, dude, who even gives a fuck anymore about Twitter?
It's just too much going on. Yeah, man. It's too busy.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm too busy trying to make music to care about that shit, really.
Right, I got you. All right, so we're gonna give some behind the scenes, real life, right now, because it's possible that my microphones are picking up a peculiar noise.
I know, right? It's a beautiful noise. It's a saint. It's the sound of a saint.
This is the noise of a saint. So,
this beautiful man. This beautiful sleepy man.
He has a blanket covering him, so without as much flesh being exposed, you may not recognize that man as Mankini. But that is our closeout to the gathering, man. I conducted, not even sure, 15 maybe interviews.
Yeah, so you've been busy as fuck, bro. Hosting stages and fucking getting interviews done.
I did.
And gathering.
My fucking legs feel like I was on a 50-mile road march each day.
I feel my left knee is like showing me how old I am right now.
I have never taken a nap at a gathering, and I took one today, and I slept for like an hour.
Was it nice?
No, I woke up and I felt exactly the fucking same. So, fuck, man.
I feel
this for whatever reason, this gathering has worn me out. So, man, I'm ready to for real check out Matt Foy.
Yeah, we'll call that thing.
Matt Foy is my last gathering experience. So everybody check out Matt Foy. Classic East Coast hip hop sound.
Yeah.
I would say, if you're looking for the straight horrorcore, the straight juggalo shit, that's not what you're gonna get. But it doesn't mean that it's not dope. So check out Matt Foy.
Yeah, because the album is Matt Foy Dope.
And I got this awesome shirt with Spock on it, and it says dope.
Oh yeah, last year's gathering shirt. Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, all right, y'all. If you were at the gathering, and by the time you see this, hopefully we're all home safe.
Yes.
Safe travels to everyone. Thanks for my guy.
Much love to everybody out there. We do this all for you. Don't forget that.
All right. Go ahead, Jimmy.
They gonna love us for life. Yeah, I don't go there.
Right.
I don't fuck with them anymore. I used to like them, but I don't fuck with them.